Look at this number line. When counting with integers, we jump from one whole quantity to another. 1, 2, 3. The system is rigid. At 22, your neighbor is 23. It's a stepping stone path with absolute voids between each stone. That rigidity creates a mathematical problem the moment we try to divide. What happens if you have 19 items and you need to split them evenly among 5 groups? You cannot do it using whole numbers. 5 times 3 is 15 and 5 times 4 is 20. The integers cannot describe the exact value that sits in that void between 3 and 4. To measure that missing space, mathematicians introduced the rational number, typically represented by the letter Q. The name comes directly from the word ratio. A rational number expresses a quantity mechanically as a fraction, a top number called a numerator, typically labeled P, stacked over a bottom number called a denominator, labeled Q. By stacking these two integers, we can map and manipulate the spaces sitting between whole numbers. 19 divided by 5 simply becomes the fraction 19/5. An integer like 7 has only one way to be written. Rational numbers, however, possess the unique property of infinite representation. The core rule of this system is that multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the exact same quantity yields a fraction that represents the identical value. Here is a geometric representation of a single area. Split it into 5 sections and shade 3 to get 3/5. Divide that area into 10 sections, 6 are shaded. Divide into 50 sections, 30 are shaded. The physical space covered is exactly the same. This creates a challenge when comparing different fractions. If you are handed 3/5 and 3/4, you cannot directly add them or see which is larger because they are measured in different scales. To solve this, we identify a common multiple. We multiply the top and bottom of each fraction until both denominators match, aligning them onto a shared scale. Look at this scale comparison. Multiplying 3/5 by 4 gives 12 out of 20. Multiplying 3/4 by 5 gives 15 out of 20. Now measured in 20 equal parts, we clearly see that 15/20 is the larger quantity. Standardizing denominators aligns these quantities. It allows us to directly evaluate and compare fractional values that initially seem incompatible. Since a single fraction can be represented in infinite ways, mathematicians use a specific process to find its reduced form. We use a tool called the greatest common divisor, or GCD. This process identifies and removes the largest shared factor between the top and bottom numbers. Take the fraction 18/60. We start by breaking down the numerator 18 into its prime multipliers, 2 times 3 times 3. Then we break down the denominator. 60 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Both trees share 1, 2, and 1, 3. Multiplying those shared primes gives us a GCD of 6. We can now divide both the top and the bottom by this number. Once we divide by 6, the fraction reduces to 3/10. Mathematical reduction removes all shared factors until the numerator and denominator can no longer be divided by the same whole number. This leaves the fraction in its simplest form. We can now return to the number line to see how these rules of rational numbers differ from the rules of integers. Integers are discrete. There is a hard, empty void between 22 and 23. Every integer has an immediate, identifiable neighbor. The rational number system works differently. Within this set, it is impossible to identify the next or previous fraction. We can see why by looking at the law of averages. If you take the average of any two distinct numbers, the result is a new number sitting exactly between them. Zooming in on two fractions, their average is a new fraction exactly in the center. Because this process repeats forever, new points constantly emerge in the middle. Between any two fractions, there is always another. Rational numbers are infinitely dense. Discrete whole numbers give us a framework to count isolated objects, but the infinite density of rational numbers gives us the power to measure and divide the continuous reality of our universe at any imaginable resolution.